Hi, my amazing AP Lit students. I am at home, missing you. I want to talk about Mrs. Dalloway and how to set it up. So, hopefully you all have this book. Some of you have an online version of this book, which is fine, but maybe more confusing. To make this easier for you, I'm going to have you watch the movie first, which is going to be really helpful because she created a new kind of book, which is, picture it like a camera that's able to just go into people's minds and switch from person to person and telling different stories, and it all takes place within one day. And so each part's kind of determined by the hour, and we're going to talk about that. But like every book, I want you to set it up first and get it situated. So you have this version, or you have some sort of version of it. Online, I put this, which shows how often the narrator changes. So there are these main narrators. I know this is upside down, but pull this up. It's called the info for guided reading. And the narrator is going to change every so often. So what I want you to do in your book is write a list. Is this backwards? I'm sorry, but just write a list of character names and then what color you're going to highlight them, because the narrator is going to change. So make yourself a list of Clarissa, Peter. You can duplicate colors if you want. The third person omniscient, which is like the narrator, and just make your own colors for each character that's speaking. The second thing I want you to do before you start reading is to divide it up by part. Okay, so online I put the different parts, and I like to have a tab for it. So part 1, it begins with Clarissa, who's our main lady, and it starts at 11 a.m. So go on Canvas, look for my list, and set your tabs for each part, okay? So the time's going to change, and as you can see, the narrator who's speaking changes often. So I liked to highlight kind of who was speaking and figure out who was the narrator. So I would have different colors for the person who was talking, and it just helps that way. So you'll see, orange is one character, and then pink is another character. So that's how I highlighted the who was talking. And again, this is your cheat sheet for it. So if you're on a page and you can't figure out who's talking, look at this. And I think finally, just kind of set up your motifs. So you're going to be looking for time, nature, like flowers and trees, the word remembered, the word loved, the word, streets, waves and water, and Shakespeare are some of the main ones. So be looking for those. It's a really good book. It's super confusing at first, but you're going to fall in love with it. I have really good taste in books, so you're going to love the book. Set it up, watch the movie, follow the directions on Canvas, but you have to be engaged in order to understand it. So hopefully we can read through this together and talk about it. All right, miss you guys.